The sun is in your eyes.
Stoicism is one of the most loved philosophies in self-improvement because it does the whole discipline, hard work, remaining tough, remaining hard, doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it, right? All of this, but there's one thing that it does very wrong. Do you know what it is? I don't think so. But first of all, Stoicism as a concept in general is the ability to control your emotions and remain stoic. To remain stoic is to remain like the Moai phase, right? Just to not get overly happy or overly sad about anything and kind of just be indifferent and in control of the things, tides that go inside your heart. And the main points for these reasons is that when something bad happens, you must not react with anger or anything, you must be calm about it. But that's actually wrong for the most case. Bad situations should not be confronted with indifference. They should not be confronted like, it's fine, they can say whatever they want, or they can do whatever they want, I don't care. Nah, think about it this way. Let's say your partner is arguing with you. Let's say that you are a guy, and let's say that your girlfriend is arguing with you, okay? If your girlfriend started blasting out at you and she started like screaming and throwing plates and doing all sorts of crazy stuff, remaining indifferent, remaining almost unpresent will be one of the worst things that you could do for her. In a situation like this, what would benefit the both of you the most is to affront it with love. In a bad situation, instead of staying indifferent, if you instead said, okay, I'm gonna focus on giving love, give all the love that I can. I have so much of it, I'm going to give it. Nothing's gonna stop me. I will not be denied. If you take that approach, and if you said, there you go, she's angry, she's screaming, I'm gonna embrace her, spin her around, scream in her face, and then lick her and then kiss her. Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna do something random, and I'm going to give so much love, so much craziness. I'm gonna match her craziness and give love on top of it. She won't know how to react. And you may think, okay, that's weird, whatever. No. In the first place, if we're, again, talking about women, 90% of the problems can be resolved with love. I've read about this, and I've put it into practice, and to be honest, I think 90% falls short. I think it's more like 98% of the time, it's just a matter of love. A woman's problem is usually lack of love. If you give love, everything is better all of a sudden. And what kind of man do you think that would make you? If instead of, shutting away in the face of fear or anything like that, even if it was in a business setting or any bad situation you could think of, instead of being indifferent, if you gave love instead, that would speak volumes about you. That would mean that you are a man that is unshackled, unretained and unperturbed. You cannot be intimidated. You are the type of man that would open his heart and navigate the sea with a great smile, ha ha ha, as you look towards the horizon. You cannot be shackled. The type of man that would have love at all times in his heart is the type of man that is the happiest. Is the type of man that we all actually strive to be. This man would not be stoic. He would not remain emotionless towards life. What do you think being a man really is about? Being tough and stuff? Or penetrating the world like you would penetrate your woman, full of love and full of spirit? I think these things are what Stoicism is getting wrong, and what a lot of us are also doing wrong, and what is giving things like self-improvement a wrong image. Self-improvement, after all, is to become better, right? To become better isn't to negate the way that we inherently feel. I will speak about the good to Stoicism in a second. But if you can have more love fluctuating in your life and in the world, if you can generate more of it, you will be doing your part and you will be doing a good thing. And taking this practice of actually doing the good thing of giving love to the world will help you savor the things more. A lot of people, myself included, have the habit of working really hard, of being really tough and really disciplined. And what happens? We forget to ever reward ourselves. We forget to ever think about the fact that we're doing something good. And we never really celebrate. We never celebrate the small things. I For so many years I've been doing self-improvement, have been doing difficult things, and I have drowned myself with work. I have drowned myself with tough things. And yes, of course I've grown, but I would have grown so much more as a person if whenever I did something good, I celebrated, I jumped up and said, let's go! The power of celebrating small wins doesn't just motivate you, but it also adds to your drive. It makes you associate what you're doing with pleasure. It will make your work easier, therefore better as well. Now let's talk about the positives of Stoicism. This is almost like the fallback when you really don't feel the love, or when you can't summon it from within, or in the very, very rare occasions where love isn't the right thing to do. Stoicism allows you to remain cool-headed. It allows for you to remain calm. But the biggest positive of Stoicism is that if you feel like you don't want to do something, you will do it regardless. You will have developed you would have developed the heart and the will to say, well, look, I may not really be feeling like doing this, but it is good for me and it is good for my future. And whether I feel like doing it or not, I know I need to do it. So I will. Stoicism is really helpful when you're still struggling with doing the things that you don't have to do. But when you've gone after a certain amount of time with Stoicism, with being disciplined, and you're actually on autopilot mode and you will do the things that you have to do, start generating love. Start thinking, I am so happy that I'm doing this. I am so happy for everything that happens to me in life. I am so happy that I can get to be the man that I want to be every day. That I get to become a better version of myself every day. To get closer to my deepest truth. And celebrate things a bit more. Don't become a golem that has no emotions and that has no life. A real man, a real superior man, will prioritize love and emotion. He will prioritize giving it to the world. He will prioritize looking and gazing upon the horizon with tender, loving eyes, not emotionlessly. He would open his arms to the tides and the waves of the ocean, and he will allow them to come forth gushing. He will allow the wind to traverse him rather than staying there as a stone. No. He will let it go through him. He would enjoy it. He would say, ah, how pleasant. The night breeze. Kind of thing, right? This summer. Anyway, Stoicism is overrated. Prioritize more love in your life. If you like love, like I do. And if you love me, subscribe. I want to talk more about the whole prioritization of love, of good intentions, rather than, all of this alpha, beta. Shut the f up, it's kinda cringe. It's super cringe, it's not even kinda cringe, it's super cringe. Anyway, thank you for sticking until here. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love.